What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant back again. And before we get started, please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. And if you haven't already joined the fam, please do and subscribe as I drop content daily, go live daily. We stay very busy here on this platform. And my absolute favorite part, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. Your thoughts and opinions, as I'm always interested and intrigued to know what you all think about these topics. And we got to talk about the real Steph Curry of the WNBA. I know a lot of hoopla and hype was surrounding that young phenom, number 22 for the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark. But there's been a young lady in the league for quite some time now. I believe she went to Oregon, and she has been lighting the league up like it's nobody else's business. She's the only person that I've seen shoot the three in the WNBA on a Steph Curry like clip. And I'm talking about Sabrina Ionescu. Some of y'all may remember her from the 3-point contest that her and Steph Curry had. The little one-on-one Steph Curry, one-on-one 3-point contest they had. Steph Curry was able to come out of that victorious. But we have to discuss how good is Sabrina Ionescu, because this game that I just seen her play against the Connecticut Sun was very impressive. Sabrina was really doing her thing on the court. Now, as far as my Chicago Sky, Sabrina has our number, man. And I've been on record with saying that if we do make it to the playoffs, I want to try to avoid Sabrina Ionescu as long as we can. Because she just tears up my Chicago Sky every time. But against the Kinetic Sun, she dropped 30 points. I want to say 6 rebounds and 5 assists, and led her New York Liberty team to victory. I also want to shout out Jaquel Jones, as she is the KD of the NBA, of the WNBA. Let me tell you, she has a very smooth game about her, and I'm a big fan of hers. But I've become a fan of Sabrina Ionescu over the years, just due to her hard work. Her dedication to the game is so obvious. And she's a prolific shooter, man. You just cannot rest on her. She's good for a bucket at any time during the game, especially in the clutch time. She seems to raise her game up in the fourth quarter. Y'all forgive me, I had my notes as far as all her statistics and all that stuff tonight, but it really didn't matter. You know what I mean? I just really wanted to give Sabrina her credit, because I've been wanting to make a video dedicated to Sabrina for quite some time, as she is, one of those kind of players that has rised up in the ranks to becoming one of my favorite players in the league. But to drop a 30 burger, against a contending team like the Connecticut Sun, is nothing short of impressive. I got a feeling that the New York Liberty might be on their revenge tour right now. How Sabrina is actually playing on the MVP level. And I think the only reason why she isn't really in her name isn't being thrown in the mix like that is because she plays with Stewie, one of the all-time greats and a former MVP in herself. I think Jaquel Jones also won an MVP or two, but yeah, Sabrina's right there in the mix, man. And when it's hard for me to choose who's the better player, between her and Stewie, because on any given night, one of them can go off, and or they both go off, but one of them can go off, and every time I want to say Stewie is the undoubted best player on this team, Sabrina has a night like she had today. And I just want to say she's very impressive. She's one of my top 3 MVP candidates right now. I think it's head and shoulders, no questions asked. Asia Wilson right now is the front runner, but I believe Sabrina's number 2, man. She got to be number 2 or number 3, respectfully, because what she's been able to do this season is nothing short of impressive. And like I said, I feel bad right now. It's about 4 in the morning where I'm at, but I feel bad. I ain't pull up all my notes and all that stuff on the laptop, but we'll dive a little deeper in this bag another time. But I just really wanted to give Sabrina Ionescu her flowers, because everybody's been talking about Steph Curry. Excuse me. Everybody's been talking about Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so. Caitlin Clark is lived up to the hype so far. But I just think that's an injustice how people have skipped over and looked over Sabrina Ionescu when she's been doing what she's doing. She's been making history, with that long ball. And when people say that they've never seen anybody shoot, when people get all amazed and what I say, enamored with Caitlin Clark, long range abilities. Um, there's a young lady named Kelsey Plum over with the Vegas Aces as well. She's a prolific shooter. I wouldn't say she's on the level of um, Sabrina Ionescu, though. She's not as lethal as a shooter. And not even Caitlin. I believe, Kelsey and Caitlin are a little bit closer to each other on that clip, but Sabrina is head and shoulders above everybody as far as the shooting department. And she's literally carrying the New York Liberty. I say that she's not carrying completely, but there's nights she carries the New York Liberty to victory, and tonight was that night. It was one of those nights. So, another 30 burger for Miss Ionescu. Very impressive, like I said again. Looking forward to seeing what how she finishes out the rest of the season. I believe is Sabrina on the Olympic team. If she is, that's another reason why they don't need Caitlin Clark. Respectfully, you already got the long range shooter. But yeah, man, I guess after tonight's performance, I think Sabrina should be number 2 in the MVP race, and that's no disrespect to Stewie. There's no disrespect to Jockwell, but um, Sabrina's just been on another level, man. And every time I watch her play, she has one of these type games, and I've watched about a good let's say 7 to 8 New York Liberty games. And every time she's in the mix, so she's always hitting a big shot. So let's go ahead and throw Sabrina's name in that hat. I've seen a lot of people, hyping up Kalia Copper. I mean, I don't have any problem with that. Kalia Copper has been a bucket. And she's played very, decent defense on the other side as well. But yeah, I think Sabrina is an easy number 2. You can't even argue with it at this point. Well, that's all I got for y'all on this one. Please like this video, share this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. Also, hit the subscribe button as I drop content daily, go live daily. Last but not least, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, as I'm always interested and intrigued to hear what y'all got to say about these topics that we discuss. I am Tony the Savant. I'm going to go catch a nap, man. Peace.